What's up, guys? This is XP Pod. Amazing best friend Chris Hinckley.
What's up, guys?
Looking extra swaggy today, but we might have somebody that is just a little bit more swaggy.
He is.
We're going to release that in a second. But Chris, you got anything to say?
Welcome back to the pod, guys. We're in a very unique space today. We're in Gallery DeFi out here in Trinity Groves, and we got to record a pod with these guys not too long ago, and they opened up the space for us to be here today. So welcome to Gallery DeFi XV Pod Edition.
Let's go. We have two amazing guests. One you've already seen, Christian Peña, our amazing editor, amazing friend, amazing DJ, actually. That's probably the number one thing. We'll slide that up to the top. Thank you. Our other guest, Hashim.
What's going on? What's up, motherfuckers?
Motherfuckers. Hashim's going to talk quieter than anybody here, but he's also probably the biggest guy here. So look at the fit. Y'all take a minute. It's going to take a while to look at all the accessories, the details. He's kind of like a Rolls Royce with all the details. But Christian's still rocking the corduroy pants and the cross necklace, so he got you beat.
Simple as
my
better,
guys, my family. But
How'd you guys meet?
Hashim, how did we meet, bro?
How did we meet? ChristianMingle.com? No.
Now, farmers only.
Oh, God, that's you, brother.
That's me, definitely.
No, so two of our buddies, mutual friends, so Yaman.
Shout out Yaman, shout out Ray.
Temptation Island, and then our boy Ray.
That's crazy how this world works, man. I feel like in the reality TV space, everybody knows everybody, but don't know everybody,
Yeah.
But the one thing I do know about Yaman and Ray, bro, is like they don't align with people that don't align with how we think or how they think. And so I think that's pretty cool how this world works, is that you and I have become really good friends just based upon some experiences and just the connections, you know what I mean?
100%.
So you used to live in Austin, though.
Yeah, I used to live in Austin, so right down the street from you. I actually used to live in Dallas,
Oh, shit.
like the Addison area.
Oh, no way.
And then COVID hit. I was working and living with a girlfriend at the time.
We all were there.
Skirt.
All there.
That did not work. Went down to Austin, had a great time, and then never looked back.
Now where are we living?
So just moved back to Fort Lauderdale, Miami area, like
Man.
4 months ago. Just better networking down there, and just my parents are down there, so just made sense. It was about that time. I feel like I had outgrown Austin in the 4 years I was there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, dude, I would love to live in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah, I think our dream is to be on the East Coast for sure. Like St. Pete, Fort Lauderdale, Miami, something like that.
Solid.
I love down there, man. There's a
Miami?
lot of fun.
Miami next year?
Next year, I don't know about that one, but
Yeah,
eventually.
we're gonna be down in Miami for sure.
The dream is like XV Compound, Dallas Central,
5 locations:
East, West. He said 5.
Utah, Arizona,
New York.
St. Pete, Dallas Condo, Bali.
Except for Salt Lake's closed like 9 months out of the year because Weston don't like the cold.
We only go there to snowboard. We only go there to snowboard.
I'm down for
Facts.
Utah.
Utah?
I'm down for Utah.
Hey,
But
let's do
Utah also has some cool shit. Like when it is warm, it's one of the prettiest places, because I really want to go to the space and bring the dirt bike all the way out there and shoot the coolest content in the world.
Yeah.
It's
Well, like
on my list to do.
the scenery is awesome, but like you mentioned, like people, the networking. Every time I go to Utah, I meet like some venture capitalist or some big CEO or some tech guy,
Wow,
and it's
insane.
just like crazy the amount of like network interaction you can have.
It
Also
is.
met a lot of weird motherfuckers in
Well,
Utah.
yeah, there's a lot of weird guys too.
There is. But honestly, so our CEO is in Utah right now. So
Okay,
my
yeah.
niece is in Utah.
Yeah.
So I actually need to go up there anyways. But just off of him being up there and like kind of networking and getting to know people, we ended up signing like Black Desert and Reef. It's like a luxury golf resort.
Yeah.
They host the PJ Tour, and they're now one of our clients. So it's like insane.
Let's back that up. So what do you actually do?
Yeah. So I'm a founding partner at a tech startup called Pilot. 3 total founders. I'm a founding partner. We have like a team of 10 right now. And it's like a ticketing platform as well as like a hospitality event management system.
I got you.
So,
So
like,
if it was a space like this and you guys had an event going on, how does that work?
yeah. So it wouldn't be like our event. It would be like, say you two want to throw an XV event and the tickets are however much, or if you just want to do like RSVP guest list, you guys would use our system. It would help you obviously sell the tickets. We help with marketing as well.
Okay.
And then on the back end, it's just a way easier way to keep track of like your client data for when you want to throw in another event somewhere else. Easy communication access to them, instead of like now people are using like Google Excel or Google Sheets, Excel files.
Yep.
And it's just not conducive to like business. And
Right.
this makes it super, super slow.
Yeah, so I mean, he has events that goes from this size event to shit. AT&T Stadium needs to sell tickets.
Well, you said PGA Tour. I mean, that's
Yeah,
one of the
no,
largest
he
golf
just
tournaments.
did New York Fashion Week, which is a big deal.
Yeah, we just signed New York Fashion Week to a 5-year exclusive deal. LA Fashion Week, Reggie Bush's Celebrity Golf League start coming up in like June or something like that. We signed a music festival in Hawaii. That's next summer. Flow, which is a big one. Adam Newman's company.
I got to be
So-
funny for a second. Christian, do you know who Reggie Bush is?
Reggie Bush? No.
Whoa.
No,
You're that young, bro?
Dude,
You know
I
Reggie
don't.
Bush?
I
The
don't know.
Heisman?
Isn't that crazy?
What?
Bro, this is
How young are you?
nothing on you,
I'm
bro.
24.
Like,
That's just perspective.
not
right
knocking
there.
anything. It's just you have these conversations with younger generation, and it's like, dude, some kids don't even know what 9/11 is.
Yeah, that's sad.
That's
All
crazy.
I'll be honest, I don't
That's
remember it happening. Obviously, I was around, but like I don't remember.
I was
it
in
happening.
first grade, bro. I got pulled out at 9 a.m. and Nebby Williams said, "Get the hell home," and I'm like, I don't know why I'm leaving, but no, it's just crazy. Like Reggie Bush was a god to us, right?
Bro, goated.
Like
Yeah.
Vince Young, Reggie Bush era. Like
Yeah, USC,
Even
Texas.
if you don't know football, like you know Reggie Bush.
I know Reggie
For
Bush
hopefully
from
good
that
things,
hit
but-
that he got in Louisiana. Oh my gosh, bro, it's the dirtiest hit I've ever seen.
Yeah.
We're
they
at
did-
Louisiana.
Yeah, he was playing for the Saints, and dude,
Oh,
he's
the
throwing
Saints,
like a
okay.
little fade pass, a little bubble, and dude, some linebacker just smokes him. Anyway, we can play that. But
Back to
congratulations
you. Yeah, congrats, bro. And
on building a business, building a relationship, building networks. I mean, I know you're having a conversation with us, but like Christian is 24, right? What would you give advice to Christian of like building business and
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah,
please.
honestly, man, take the risk. Like, do what
talk,
you
talk
love.
right here?
Oh yeah, definitely take the risk. Don't be scared, man. Like, if you're passionate about it, you'll figure out a way to make it work.
Mhm. Yeah.
And you have obviously a great network of these two guys. Like,
Yeah.
he's one of the like best human beings I've ever
Mhm.
ever fucking met. And I'm like, is this real? And then I've got to know him. And I'm like, yo, this shit is like,
Thank you,
he's
bro.
legit. Like, he's
Thank you,
just
bro.
the nicest dude ever.
There's times Chris
Um,
can tell you I'm not too nice sometimes, but
we're past that.
I used to. Like, Chris knows. Chris can. Any questions you
Yeah.
have, ask Chris.
You're past your crash out days.
I used to crash
facts.
out, bro.
Bro, it's like he's taking apart a cord. Motherfucker, you
I'd-
stupid
I'd run through a
motherfucker.
wall,
Throwing
bro.
it, stomping it, throwing
Yeah.
camera. You name it, bro. But like we're not there anymore, right?
Yeah, no, I was raised to thinking that was
Yeah.
normal.
Yeah.
I really was. Like, you get around my father, like he'll. Apple really didn't fall at all. It's still there, but
It's on the tree. It didn't fall. It's on the
Like,
tree.
The tree caught the apple.
But then you have, okay, cool. I'm not just my dad. I'm also my mom. So like
Yeah.
when you go through things and experiences where you're like, I never want to be this. That really helps the dynamic to see the perspective of what you don't want to be.
Mhm.
100%.
Right. Or you see the perspective of what you do want to be. And so I'm just a person that has decided to take action and looking in the mirror and going, you know what? I'm tired of this. You know what I mean? I
Same.
don't want to be this version. So like only way I'm going to get past that is if I work through the hard shit.
Mhm.
And so that's kind of where he knows my story. He knows the shit I've been through, but
Yeah.
that's the cool part about real recognizes real. Like even Christian, the first time I met you, there's one thing that really just pulled me to you, right? Was, hey, can I do anything?
Mm.
Thank you so much. You say thank you so much.
Mm.
Most people say thank you or like whatever, and you're like, thank you so much. And you do this, like, and
Yeah.
you dab up, right?
Mm.
How many people still do that?
Not many.
You get what I'm saying? Like it's a weird, tiny little thing that
Especially
I
girls
noticed
after
from
a
you when we
date.
first met. It was like, hey, do you need anything? Most people don't fucking help with anything no more.
Yeah.
Right. And then step two, they don't really seem very grateful and appreciative. They'll just say thanks.
Hmm.
Thank you so much. Like you say that. So I just want to say thank you to that. And I think
course.
that's super cool.
Of course.
You know what I
Thank
mean? But
It's the first thing he said when he showed up today. How can I help? Immediately.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's not just that one time. It's every single time. Christian's right. How can I help, man? And
I
so,
think that's the door that continues to open.
yeah.
If you really want to get to where you want to go, it's that comment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I appreciate y'all for recognizing that. Really.
Bro,
Thank you.
we've done this so many times in a way that's like, we've seen so many people just take advantage of us.
Mhm.
And there's like little tiny things. Like, what would you say, Chris, is another thing that you're like, that person's not really genuinely invested in who we are as human beings versus our craft?
Well, I mean, we just talked about it. Usually, if someone like throws a compliment or something and it follows with like wanting something from you, that's when I immediately know where they're at in their brain of they're only talking to me right now because they think they can gain something from it. They're
Yeah.
not trying to add value to me. And that's just not the approach we take with relationships. It's immediately like asking questions. It's trying to dive into deeper conversation, like real meaning, and figuring out, is there any way that I can add value to this person's life? Because I believe in them and I think they're awesome humans and they need help.
100%. That's how we open like most of our calls, is just like, okay, how can we help you further your whatever you want or your business? So I agree wholeheartedly.
Yeah, I think, and then not expecting anything back. I think it's the
Yes.
hardest thing we do as humans. It's like, do I really want to do this because I just truly want to give this and help them and learn from them? Or do I realistically, like, you could be the best person to a client, right, in that space, and then they say they don't go for you. Are you bummed? Are you upset? Are you like, F you, like, I spent so much time on you? Or was your real version going, hey, I did everything I could do the way that I wanted to do it. I cared about this person. I actually truly wanted them to grow. And if they don't receive that, how do I really feel?
Yeah, it's on them. You can never take anything personal. It's just like, okay, our time was spent. I learned X, Y, Z. That's not the client for me. It's not the client you want. I know we spoke about the type of clients that you guys like, where it's like, you even said it when you were unloading the truck. I think someone like went for a handshake. You're like, nah, I do hugs. I'm like, it's like your clients are like your family. So
we don't operate in any other space, and it hurts, doesn't it?
It hurts. I mean, that's the thing, is when you lead, with love versus like transactions, then you open yourself up to a whole different can of worms in business, because you're balancing two things at the same time, where, maybe they have a soft spot in your heart, but at the same time, they're not, being the best client. And so you're torn.
yeah,
And people aren't consistent sometimes. And that's where you start placing those expectations of like, I didn't expect them to do this, but at the same time, I shouldn't have had that expectation, because that's not how we move, And so you're
100%.
just kind of in this circle. And as you continue to grow and more bad things happen to you, unfortunately, you kind of learn how to safeguard yourself. And so we know the things that pick up on in the very beginning of relationships, to where, okay, we might need to watch this person a bit in this area because they're showing signs like this past experience.
Yeah.
And it's just being more like, it's just being more aware, really, and just the discernment growth.
Yeah.
over
I
time.
mean, Hashim, I've said this to both of you separately. Like, you guys remind me so much of each other, and I haven't known you as much as I've known Chris, but it's really weird sometimes. I'm like having this conversation where I feel like I'm talking to Chris, but it's you. Like,
Yeah.
and I know his experiences, I know his world, but like, how do you stay like this, bro? Like, Chris, I'm gonna ask you the same question. Like, how do you guys feel like? Because y'all know me, bro. I'm not that person. I'm very emotional in
Yeah.
spaces. Like, how do you guys stay here when the shit's chaos?
You first.
Come on, Hashim.
Yeah, for me, I don't know, man. So my parents have actually been married for 35 plus years.
Wow.
They were divorced previously, but when they got together, I don't know. I've literally never heard them argue. Like, so
Wow.
if they argue, which obviously they're gonna argue, but like they've always done it behind closed doors, either when I'm asleep or when I'm gone. I've never heard them argue, bro. So I think understanding like if my parents aren't arguing, why would I argue with anybody? And then also just like a quiet confidence thing.
So you have to also be very close to your parents to, lean in and take that advice, would you say?
Yeah, honestly, it wasn't advice. It was just like noticing it, and then talking to other people just about like their family dynamic and how they grew up. And I come to realize like I had a very tranquil childhood. Like I didn't move around a lot. Parents never argued. I mean, they yelled at me a couple times, but like they never really raised their voice much. It was always like a conversation in a way, but it was like they were clearly the parent and I couldn't get away with anything. But it's just like, if they're not gonna argue, why would I argue or pick over little things or try to pick a fight with somebody? And also just like a humble confidence type of thing, where it's like things have always gone my way. So whether it was how I pictured it or not, I was always good in the end. It was just like you just figure out how to get through things, even if you have to go over obstacles or around them. So it's just like a confidence of like, if I've done this, I can do this. If I don't know, like I was first generation to go to college, and it was in Ivy Leagues. It was Princeton University.
Yeah, he being humble right now. Go ahead.
So I was like,
Go ahead. Why'd you go to Princeton?
majored in sociology, played basketball and football.
Balling.
Yeah.
How big were you when you played college basketball?
6'4", 220, 225.
Unit.
Yeah, big guard.
Well,
Big
I think
guard
he told
alert.
me, you 360 windmill or what?
Yeah, I was athletic. Bro, Florida athletes are different, bro. 360 windmill, everything, all of that.
Each arm.
You still got
Each
it?
way, right, left, right. No.
That's
No.
crazy, bro. Do you know how hard
I
a
was-
360 windmill is?
Yeah, I know. I couldn't even
Like,
dunk, bro.
you know the Vince
What do
Carter,
you mean?
it's over. That's the same done.
Yeah,
That's
so I-
crazy. Bro.
Both
I have,
sides,
I have
bro?
videos too, so I'll make sure to get videos
Put 'em in
before.
the video.
Pause. Throw it
Jace.
up.
Yeah, it's on IG. I'll unarchive it so y'all can see it.
Fast, bro. But the discipline of that, bro, is a whole nother level. I don't want to forget, but I do want to jump over a little bit. Christian, how do you stay here?
I have this mindset where I kind of don't attribute malice to what could be incompetence. So
Ooh,
what is it?
Come on, spit some
Okay.
bars
Say
over
that
here.
again,
Come on,
say that
cuz.
What is it? I don't attribute malice to what could be incompetence.
Let's go. I don't know what
A
it
lot of
means, but it
people
sounds
like
big.
they live, what is it, in their own heads, a lot of time they kind of move,
Yeah.
like, with, their own intentions in mind.
Okay.
And I understand that, and I kind of don't blame people for kind of looking, out for themselves, rather than, looking at the bigger picture. So I kind of just, humans aren't perfect. I understand that. So I kind of just give a lot of people, like a lot of slack, and it takes like a lot to really like upset me, or like, get me vocal. But, I always like, just try to stay level headed. I'm a very positive person. So I always kind of look for the good in situations.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just kind of like my mindset. I always look for the good in people and,
Where do you
the
think that
Bro,
comes
situations.
from?
oh,
Like-
I gotta brag, bro. I just wish I thought like that when I was 24. God, I did not.
You had to learn the hard way, my friend.
My
You're a
head's
stubborn
stubborn,
son
dude.
of a bitch. So even if somebody
Congrats,
told
bro.
you, you'd have to
Congrats.
I
live.
appreciate that. Thank you.
You're
Thank you.
miles ahead of me, bro. You're years ahead of me. I'm telling you.
Where do you think that came from, though? Like, is that something you learned through your experiences, or somebody kind of like instilled that in you?
So I kind of, went through like my little crash out era, like a couple years ago, like going through COVID and stuff like that. I was kind of, I was very emotional, growing up.
Like angry?
Not angry, but like I would get super like, I just like, just emotional. Like I would just cry at like, just like stupid stuff. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like I would just get very like attached, like I cry like all the times, like whenever I'm watching movies or like, TV shows, whenever something emotional happens.
This man is in touch with his
And
You
this
know
is-
what I'm
this is
saying?
during COVID.
Even
Or
even
before?
now,
Oh,
and I still have that soft side, and I feel like what kind of attribute to that was like, unlike you, I did see my parents, kind of argue, growing up, and I kind of saw how that affected, my brother and my sister, and so I kind of, I didn't want that negativity necessarily to define who I was, and I didn't want to associate myself with that negativity, so I kind of try and strive for, being that positive person that people can look to and be like, okay, he's positive. I could go to him, whenever, I need some happiness or something like that. But
Are you kind of the one like your family leans on when they're kind of going through something?
Mhm. Yeah.
You're like the mediator.
yeah, most definitely.
I like that. I guess I was that also.
Mhm. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's,
so I
it,
get
it, it feels good, being able to be the person that, people kind of see as like a baseline of like,
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah, it's a
Yeah, I
blessing and a curse, right, Weston?
Don't look at me. That's all three of y'all.
No, but I mean, like, that goes back to like when you're the person that people lean on in tough times. Like, what happens when you're going through a tough time yourself?
Mhm.
Like, who's there for you to lean on? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I hear that.
And check on your strong friends. He's wearing the hat right
Yeah.
now. Like, you guys are the strong friends. Like, who's checking in on you?
Mhm.
I know Weston is now, but
Yeah.
like before that, who was it? When's the last time somebody checked on you, bro? Truly.
I would say I have a good friend group because it's multiple.
Yeah.
So it's like it's not like as often as I probably need or people need. It's a good amount.
Yeah. See, that's
Yeah.
great. I mean, like your circle is everything, by proximity. Your 5 friends will determine like who you are.
Mhm.
I forget the phrase, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
too with that is the word consistency proves all action. Right? When you can tell that he's lived the way he's lived for however many years.
Yeah, he's been this way.
So,
like,
so
your
the
whole life.
trust of like, hey, I need to call Hashim. He calms me down. Like, you're the calmer. We've talked about this. Like, being able to have that consistency of emotion staying very similar creates a lot of safe place for a lot of other people to where they might come to you, but then also check on you because you provide that for them. Right? If I might be the person everybody runs to, but I've also not been consistent with being calm. So it's really hard to I don't know if that makes any sense.
It does. Yeah. I guess. So.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. Because it's like I'm trying to think about there's one of my really good friends. He was the crash out in college, and now he's like the calm one. But he's gotten older. He has a girl now. He's running a business. it's like I've seen the transition and the journey. I probably still wouldn't call him for advice, but it's like my other calm friends. It's like, okay, I know you've been a certain way, or you're really good at advice, and you're really good. And I know a lot of people do come to you because you do give a really good advice. So it's like I tend to ask my boy RJ, works at the NFL. He's a lawyer too, so I'm like, I know he's level-headed and gives good advice. So
And he's a good listener,
he gets
right?
paid for it. So
Yeah, he's a good listener as well.
yeah,
I think that's probably one of y'all's greatest assets, and I need to work on that myself probably.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's just, it's
Obviously,
not
you're pretty
something
good.
you're ever just an expert at, right? It just takes experience. And you were wanting to ask me a little bit earlier, like
Oh,
how
yeah.
I remain so like level. Well, I think a lot of it comes from like similarities from Christian stories. Like I saw how negative and just like my father and mother, I would hear them screaming at each other at night. And my mom, you know, she's a saint, but like my dad would just press the buttons and she would go crazy. You know what
Yeah,
I
of
mean?
course.
And it'd just be screaming back and forth. And I would just cover my head at night. And I would just like say, oh, my parents are never going to get divorced. It's okay. They won't do that. Like lo and behold, they do eventually. But I had the perfect example of the man, the father, the husband that I didn't want to be. He was
Right.
extremely negative, and so I worked my whole life to be everything that he was not. And a lot of that came from just stepping back and observing people. I grew up a really shy kid. I didn't speak much, and I realized that, you know, a lot of people are uncomfortable in silence. And so when you're having these conversations, like people just like blurt out things and just like keep talking. And like for me, I would just sit there and like, cause I'm perfectly fine with silence.
Yeah.
And so you really see their true colors when you let them speak. And I'm an observer. So I thrive in the silence, and that allows me to remain calm and just really think about different scenarios versus just jumping and speaking before I even think. And so now I'm learning to speak more, right? And I'm learning to show more emotion. And you know, I've showed the wrong emotion and I've showed the right one, and I'm kind of learning how to express that, because for the first time ever in my life, I'm like truly me, and I'm expressing it outwardly versus holding it in.
Well, you're also doing it in a thing, you know, we talk about all the time, coach the approach. It's like you're communicating, but you're appropriately approaching the conversation.
Which is so important.
It's so hard. It goes
It's
back
everything.
to, you know, what you were saying. It's just like people are going through something. How do I talk? We had an instance this morning. We were both tired and grumpy, and then we just got clarity, and we're like, why are we even communicating this way?
Yeah, yeah.
Which is very rare for us, right? But it's just funny how we knew how to appropriately have a conversation about his feelings, his hurt. He was hurt, I was hurt, and then we were like, yo, we don't half-ass anything. It's not how we do anything.
Yeah.
And it was more me than him, right? But it's, yeah.
Yeah, it's I mean, business partnerships and marriage. Like we always talk about it, like we're prepping ourselves for our future partners, because what we're doing right now, in my opinion, is much harder than a marriage, because you have all these financial obligations involved too, and a friendship. You know, like we have how many years behind us now? Like at least 15.
15, yeah.
Like I've only known my girlfriend for 3, right? So there's not near as many things involved with that. So, you know, it comes with that balance. You know, maybe I'm a little more emotional days, and he sees that and he knows where I'm at just when I walk in the door. And it's that approach of, hey, I see you like a little bit down today. What's going on? Versus I maybe have an attitude and say something the wrong way, and he pops off back at me, right? It's having that awareness and that approach, and knowing that, okay, we're building this thing together, so why would we go against each other? Right. You know?
Right.
Well, then there's two sides of that. It's like, okay, Chris is grumpy. Hey, Chris, I know you better than anyone. Go for a run.
Yeah. He'll
Okay,
tell me,
go for a run, right?
Can't be mad at that.
Weston is running 9,000 miles an hour in his head right now. And so Chris he's listening, but he's not listening. He's just letting me get it out.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, you get all this information out, and then I'll calm down, right? Because I have too many ideas too quickly. And I'm like, I can't run on this treadmill. It's too fast. Like, I'm going to eat shit.
Or before, I would just, you know, when we started this business, we weren't where we're at today. And it was a lot of me learning and him having a lot of problems in the business because he's just doing it all himself. And so the way that I would aid is like, I'll just take on responsibilities that I feel like, you know, I'm a little bit more naturally capable of, like just what I love to do as far as structure and details. And he wants to focus more on the creative and the vision and the ideas. And so I was like, I can take this on, I can take this on, I can take this on. And then I see him blossom as a human into doing like more of what he loves. And I'm like, this is amazing. So like as a friend, maybe I didn't communicate that at the time, but intentionally that's what I was wanting to do, because I just wanted to help him, bro. I wasn't trying to build my business. I was trying to build something with my best friend. And that's the difference that a lot of people don't have, is they selfishly want to be successful and do it with a partner that helps them get there. I just wanted to help my friend, and I love doing what he did, and that's why we came together.
Yeah, honestly, similar situation with me and my founders. We were all friends beforehand.
Mhm.
So it was just like someone came up with an idea and then kind of just snowballed from there. And so, okay, well, how can I help? No one was thinking about like equity or like, it was
Mhm.
just, we
That's
don't,
that ends up being the biggest red flag now that I think about it.
yeah,
Oh,
Well-
what's like the conversation's like, oh, here's the idea, and then the next person's like, well, how are we gonna do percentages?
yeah.
We ain't even got that fucking part yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Now I'm
gotta,
seeing like that's a flag.
yeah, it's like, would you rather have 100 or 50% of a dollar or like,
Or
I don't know,
20% of a billion.
yeah. So it's
Yeah.
like, well, pick your poison. It's not even pick your poison. It's just like, trust the process, enjoy the journey with your friends. Like, I don't know.
Well, that's
But
the
also,
thing.
you
Is
two
like,
are very self-aware of
Yeah.
like of yourselves and of each other. So that's pretty cool.
Thank you, bro.
well, and that comes back to studying brain types. Like, Chris knows, and I love this. If I went to school, I'd probably be in psychology.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I probably would. Right? I've studied more psychology than probably people in college. Probably.
It's what
Yeah, you
intrigues you,
definitely
people.
do.
Well, I want to know why I think the way I do. I want to know why you think the way you do. I want to know why you move a certain way, why he's gone through what he's gone through, because I know there's an impact later on down the line that's worth it. If you go through all these things and realize it wasn't worth it, then what the fuck did I go through it for?
100%.
If I'm gonna go through this, I want to be able to help people with it later. Like, but that's the self-awareness side. So like when I did a psychology test for my brain type, learned a book on why I think the way that I do, why I'm super driven, all these different assets of why I'm supposed to be great, not good. I wanted to go figure out why he was going to be great, right? And as a me, I'm a pusher. I like to push people. I like to go to different levels and different ceilings, the floors. How do I push Chris in a way that's healthy, and also he's happy with the push, right? And so having to figure out how he feels understood, how he feels heard, how he feels seen. I studied his brain type. And that's why I feel like we have such a crazy dynamic as well, is because we both took the time to understand each other about what we're doing and like what's intent behind it, right? Like you take 5 CEOs or 5 people in a company, you even take your 3 people, right? Y'all are whatever. If I walk in that room and y'all all sitting at the conference table and I'm like, here's 3 pieces of paper. What's the mission? If y'all 3 can't write down the exact same sentence,
Yeah,
there's a problem.
I'd agree.
You get what I'm saying?
I like
I'd
that.
agree.
If you can't, because you're not on the same page at that point. Me and Chris, we would not be word for word, but I guarantee we'd probably be very fucking close.
It happens all the time. Like, for instance, like we just met today, and you're hearing us speak right now. Do you feel like we're pretty aligned versus the relationship you guys made before we met and then today sitting down here talking?
Yeah, I mean, the way he described you and like y'all's dynamic is like exactly how he described it and like how I was picturing it.
Right. That's effortless. Like, I'm not thinking, trying to make these things up. Like, that's what we truly believe in.
Well, like, what do you guys do?
We help bring your vision to life.
That's one mission statement. The other ones, we do what we love with the people we love.
We do what we love.
That's what we always say. It's
Yeah.
not about business. At the end of the day, like, oh, what do you guys do? Well, we do what we love with the people we love, and we have a production business where we travel around the world and experience it with our best friends. It's literally line for line. If we were to get a piece of paper, that would be what we write. But I think that's the important side of like, Christian, what's your dream? What's your goal, right? And making sure that those people, you put enough people in a room, you have 10 people now in a room writing that same mission statement, but 50 people in a huge office space writing the same mission statement. It's going to get completed, and it's going to get completed quickly because now it's so aligned. And so I think that's the structure of what we're trying to build here is like, we're not trying to build a production business. We're trying to build people to equal purpose. Like that's the whole goal here. You know what I mean? Like I want to see him, whatever his dream actually is, fuck production, fuck editing. If his dream is to continue to be a DJ, that's what I want to see out of you. That's the expectation. It's like, damn, we got to be a sentence or we were a chapter in Christian's life for him to become the great version of himself, not the good version of himself. That's why I love connecting with people, bro. It's like, I want to see what this next level is and how I can help in what I give to you to get there.
Right.
Selfishly, like I want to see, because I know it's in there. You know it's in there. It's just like, how do you get to it?
Right.
And to me, I think the way you get to it is asking questions.
100%.
So
I agree.
Yeah. I feel like we're similar in a sense of we're both connectors. Where it's just like I don't care, just making like an introduction and like whatever happens. Whether I get something back from it, cool. If not, doesn't matter. It's just like seeing people evolve and like become the best version of themselves. Also, I mean, I feel like the giving type is just the introduction makes me happy. It's not even like what even comes out of it. It's just like I tried to help just out of the kindness of my heart type of
Well, it's
thing.
like even our conversation we had back there, right? It's like, I want to connect family to family. Like,
Yeah.
cool, you can go find a company that does ticket sales, not the way you do it, because
Right.
it comes back to customer service. It comes back to now you have connections that you're connecting them with, right? It's this whole like spider web effect, right? Spider gets food, wraps it up, goes to the next thing. It's this whole
Right.
thing, right?
Mhm.
That's the master of connections. You know what I mean? So,
100%.
Christian, don't be yawning over there. I saw that.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Caught slipping.
Sleepy.
No, you didn't.
Caught slipping.
He's usually
Yeah.
behind the camera, so
I know.
he's
That's
not
true.
used to
We
sitting
get to
down
brag
here
about him. We're
talking.
missing Jace today. Shout out Jace.
Yeah, we don't have enough chairs in here today for the team, but we got a good group behind us.
Bro, have you always been just stepping out of a magazine with style, or you used to, look like a doofus? I need to know the truth.
Honestly, bro, I think I get it from my mom.
So you were raised like this.
Yeah, it was never like my mom, I guess she'll always tell me like stories about like her and her homegirls, they would make their own clothes. Like they would go to like a store, get supplies or get like something, literally have a sewing machine, make it, and then wear it the next night.
That's so cool.
That's what we do.
Yeah, I mean, tell them about where the dream for making our own clothes came from.
Oh, which part do I start from?
The Batman. Bro.
Oh yeah, the reason we wanted to. No, seriously.
He's laughing, but yeah,
This
it's
is
real.
so serious. Like, I don't know why I got so hyper obsessed with the fact that they're like, we can't find his name, we can't figure out his ID.
Talking about the Joker when he gets booked. in
Yeah, when
jail.
they can't figure out where he is or what his name is. And in my head, I'm like, that's because and they're like, oh, he made his own clothes or whatever the reason is.
Yeah, he custom made clothes. Couldn't figure out where it came from.
Couldn't made it come from.
Credit
I'm
card
like,
transaction.
dude, how cool would it be to walk in your closet to know that you designed your closet?
That is pretty
Like,
cool.
imagine each set. Like, imagine your shoes to your laces to your entire outfit was exclusive, or it was Hashim, or whether it was Christian. Like, I get hyper obsessed. I'm like, imagine just pulling your drawers out instead of seeing your Calvin Kleins. It's like exclusive. My socks exclusive. Bro, I'd be getting amped in the morning. I'd be like,
That's hard.
I'm gonna put that gold down at 8 foot, and I'm gonna go yak this morning. Give me my socks. I'm gonna go jam that.
Yeah, and it's cool because, like, obviously you can tell where our clothes come from. It's not unbranded, but
Yeah.
when we started getting some samples and wearing our clothes around with the quote, "Don't let your comfort zone kill you," it's his quote. We got stopped by so many people for our shirts, our hoodies, our hats, and like, I mean, I wasn't really the best stylist growing up, but he wore a lot of really cool stuff, and even he would say like he doesn't get stopped like that for other things that he wears, but for some reason or another, people just were naturally attracted to our brand, and they would literally stop us with their families. Like, we'd be filming and they'd poke us and pull us around and be like, "Where did you get this?" And the
That's
coolest thing I get to say, or we get to say, is
We made it.
we made it. And they're
That is
like,
cool.
"No way." Like, that feeling,
It's cool.
it's so cool, man.
Random people. This isn't your friends. Like, I'll never forget the day that the TSA lady stopped me in the middle of this thing. It's like, can you stop for a second? I got to go get my phone, because you can't have your phone in TSA. Like,
Yeah.
you have to go get it from a safety box or whatever the fuck it is. She stopped the whole entire line process, went and got her phone and took a picture while I was at TSA wearing hoodies.
That's sick.
And I'm
Isn't that
like,
cool?
That's that.
when does this happen ever?
Mhm.
Happened to me one time.
Okay,
Not-
Hashim, of course.
not-
Well, look at him. I mean,
not,
come on.
Not because of the clothes. She recognized me from Temptation Island, but she didn't even check my passport. She just like,
She's like, that's that dark, handsome chocolate.
That's
she was
fellow.
like, I know you.
chocolate.
You're Hashim. I was like, yeah. She was like, go ahead. I'm like, what? You
What?
better get fired, lady. What are you
You get recognized?
She's
a
ready to
lot?
get fired for you.
for real?
What do you get recognized as? Like, is it from that or just style? Like, when do people pull you over?
I don't do enough content, bro, to get recognized from like
In public, though.
I mean, bro, you're 6'5". You talk like this, though.
in public. I mean, I guess Temptation Island.
Yeah.
Stuff, and then this girl who has like, I don't know, 1 million something followers, Jessie Woo. She made like a reaction video. I can show you guys. And it was like, how the girl fumbled me and she was like, "You're tripping," and she made like a video of like, "Hashim split me wide open by the pool. Hashim split me wide open on the roof, split me wide open on the balcony."
I'm
And then
dead,
at the
bro.
end,
Banana split.
then she's like, "Hashim," and it's like the church organ's going crazy. It's like, Hashim. Yeah, I'll show it to y'all.
What's
It's
her
I
fucking
name?
gotta watch
hilarious.
that one.
What's her
Jessie
name?
Woo, but then
Jessie Wooin.
but then
You
I
wooed her,
made
huh?
wooed her. What she has to do?
Wooed
But
her.
she's fine though. But I made a reaction video to her reaction video, and that's when like it took off. She reposted it. I was at Space one time in Miami.
Oh shit.
Ain't no Space is pitch black. I'm dark skinned. I don't know how the fuck you can see me.
Wife beater.
I was wearing dark too. It was like, how the fuck you see me?
You're tall, bro. You can't not
And-
unsee you, bro.
Bro, it's pitch black in there.
You're 6'5".
Yes,
You're a big fucking human.
I know.
So how
I'm
she saw
aware.
you?
She recognized me from the video, and I heard someone say it in that tone, and I looked, and it was like this girl with her boyfriend, and she runs over. She's like, "Can we take a picture?" And then hands the phone to her boyfriend
That's crazy.
and takes a picture. I'm like, I feel awkward.
You're like,
Like, why is your
okay, quick question. Do you end up like touching or hugging a girl in that situation?
if her boyfriend's there? No.
Just in general with women.
If I do, it's like, oh shit,
Side hug.
like shoulder, side
Mhm.
hug.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's-
sometimes when I think about it, I actually like I'll take the picture and act like I'm holding, but I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a smart play or like 'cause I
Well-
don't ever want to be in a position where that
They say something happened. Yeah, no.
Mhm.
I'll either do like a shoulder or like a fake shoulder. I won't do
The
like
hover.
A
Yeah, the
fake-
hovering.
yeah, hover.
hand.
yeah,
Hover.
I'll do that because nah.
that's
And you
I'm
guys
not
are
gonna-
cool. I don't have anybody wanting to take pictures of me.
Yeah, you do.
Who takes pictures with me?
People stop you all the
Bro,
time
you
now.
look
Yes
like
or no?
you look like Thor.
Y'all haven't seen him with his hair down, dude. We go somewhere now, and I've told Chris forever. I'm like, you're that guy. He's like, nah, I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy. And then people will come up to me and be like, hey, you're like a influencer, right? And Chris is like,
He looks like an NFL player.
no, listen. He'll sit there and he won't speak, and then I'm like, yeah, dude, you should follow him. He's got the craziest content. And then
Every time.
and then I'll spin this whole story that doesn't even make sense or it's not real, and they're just like,
I was in an argument one time with this guy because he's like, I know you. You're somebody. Like, are you an influencer? Are you a content creator? And I was like, no, I'm a nobody. And he just kept coming back at me. He's like, you're someone. I know you. And I'm like, I promise you, bro. I'm just like you. I'm
He's-
nobody. And
he's
he's like,
speaking it into
I'll find
existence.
you. And I was like, okay, whatever, bro.
He's like, when
And
I
the
find
funniest
you,
thing-
I'm gonna send
the
you.
funniest
to
thing
you.
Yeah.
is like I'm also standing next to him.
Yeah, Weston's right here.
I was just like, so what the fuck? Am I?
I'm like, what do I say to this guy?
I'm like, it's so funny, but I love when women will come crawling at him. Shout out Avery, sorry, but he does the thing. He does Reggie Bush.
I
Sorry,
do.
Christian.
Oh,
We're gonna have to teach you Reggie Bush today, but
Okay.
Chris definitely face mask
I
these
do.
women. It's
Hard.
hilarious. But if you were to see Chris, 3-4 years ago, you're not seeing this.
No,
Like you're not seeing the mindset. You're not seeing the clarity. You're not seeing the physical side of
Was
it.
the
Like
beard,
not
the
seeing
beard
the
wasn't
smile,
there?
bro. That's the
Nah.
big thing. You're not seeing the smile.
smile was crazy.
The
Yeah.
beard, not
Smiling
there.
beard,
The
bro.
piercings, the tattoos, the hair, fitness, none of that, bro. I was a fat engineer to a T. I wore like Columbia PFGs every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my style.
Like, bro,
So
you
Columbia?
would not
Yeah,
recognize
Columbia.
him.
the
Yeah, I
Columbias.
know, right? He's like,
Would not
"Damn."
recognize
The Sperry's
the guy.
too.
Yeah.
At one point in my life, I
One
did
point.
wear Sperry's.
Yeah. He
I
was
had
a
to,
frat
I had to in
star.
high school.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was in college, so I was much older.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's just like when you look at me back then versus now, it's two different people. And like on the last podcast, like not Travis was the artist here. Like I'm not that Chris anymore. And like, I guess I'm Thor now, but like I'm version 2.0.
Still
and
toasty to me, bud.
I think like people ask you, cause I had a big weight loss. I went from like 250 down to like 195,
Shredded to bits.
like 3 or 4 years
like
ago.
a cheese grater.
And people are like, how did you do it? And I'm like, it's a mindset. Like
Yeah.
it's not a regimen you can stick to, because if you don't have it right up here, you're never going to maintain that consistency. And it's, when I look back, that's the one thing that I focus on the most, is like, I'm proud of mentally where I've come to, and what I've grown into, because, I don't know where I'd be if, for one, I didn't have this guy, like for real, like, dude,
Thank you, bro.
so many moments before we worked together where like I was at college and he was back home, like trying to build his dream, where I would just be defeated. And the one person I would call was this guy, and who would pick up? Him, every single time, and spend as much time as I needed to on the phone to make
Yeah.
sure I was okay. And in all walks of life, from high school to now, he's been there for me.
What's the age gap?
2 years.
2 years, 2.5 years.
I was best friends with his brother.
That's how we met.
Oh, okay.
And then when I got thrown out of my house, Chris was actually the one we went to the gym together. All my shit was thrown outside, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. I have no phone, I have no car, I have no money. I have a bag full of duffel bag full of clothes, and I don't even really. We were close because your brother, but like we weren't that close.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget. Chris was like, "Get in the truck," and so like 19, 20, whatever our age I was, 18. Chris just said, "Hey, get in the truck," and I went and lived with him and his mom. So like that's where the family side of things of like, yo, you don't find people in the world that, you know, like that just open arms, come live with us, come eat with us, like took care of me in a space. Like I'll owe him that debt for life, even though he won't say I will. But for me, it's one of those things like who showed up for me? Him and his mom. So it's like you might understand more why I support and do all the things I do for him in all the lanes because he deserves it. Right. But the coolest dream, and I do this when I speak, is like my coolest part of my life and dream was seeing him develop his. When I saw him happy for the first time at 26 was the craziest experience, probably second craziest experience after the situation from my dad the other day. It was the second craziest experience is seeing Chris finally smile. Like, you know, it's in there and you see this amazing person, you see what everybody's seen, but like when you can look at somebody and see the stuff nobody sees and know how great it is, it's just that person's not out yet. And then seeing him now where he is the coolest fucking thing in the world. And I get the same thing from you. Like, you're a canvas, bro, that just keeps getting cooler.
I appreciate that.
You know, like you keep shocking me with the way you think, the way you edit, the way you do things. Is like, don't ever put yourself in a box, bro, because you're the guy that needs to be outside the box.
Okay.
Ever.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I hear you.
And like, I have this conversation with you too. It's like, why is he not on a fucking New York, you know, magazine rocking clothes? Like, look at the guy.
Because it's going to be his magazine one day that he's on.
Whatever it is.
Yeah,
I've been telling him, like, bro, you need your own clothes.
They can't afford him, that's why.
Nah, if I'm at Fashion Week, bro, it's business stuff. It's networking. It's all of that.
He knows that the guy on the front cover ain't getting
The
paid
cover
the
doesn't
most.
get paid that much. You don't even get. People don't even really get paid for
I'm talking
runway.
about Forbes, brother.
Oh, Forbes, yeah, no, that's coming.
Forbes. Yeah.
Let's put you on Forbes, dog.
Yeah, that's coming. That's coming. I'm excited. Honestly, bro, I'm excited about next year. We have about, I think, 6 million in revenue projected.
Wow.
So it's like,
How long have you guys been doing this?
so we've been conceptually working on it for the last 4 or 5 years.
Okay.
Our like first MVS MVP, we ended up somehow, I don't know how the fuck we did this, but we ended up doing the ticketing for the Sports Illustrated party at the Kentucky Derby. I probably wasn't even done yet. Somehow I did that. And then that was last year. This year, finished the product. Like everything was pretty much done. Like we can go to market. We tried to go to market in nightlife. Figured out that was not the move. And then switched over to, cause we had like a seating and map schematic. And we realized that's actually applicable for fashion shows. So then once we started pitching like designers and PR agencies, about 2 months later, we got New York Fashion Week. And we're like, bro, how did this even happen?
Yeah.
So
that.
like
In
that,
4
so-
years,
being
and then-
6'5" and handsome,
then
you know?
boom. Well, our whole group, bro, is tall and we're all black. So it's just cool. Except for our engineers are all Hispanic.
Yeah, like American gangsters over here.
Yeah,
Who's Denzel, though?
I'm Denzel.
Oh, let's go.
I'm Denzel.
Like it.
Dude, so on the show, I can't talk about it.
What show?
Can't
This
talk-
show? We're talking
Yeah,
about this
this one.
show.
This
Oh.
show.
A friend of ours, chaos was going on, right?
Yeah.
And you could tell he was emotional. He's like, you could tell he's like driving him crazy. This situation was causing him to be crazy. And so I pulled him aside and I'm like, hey, bro, you ever seen American Gangster? He's like, of course, bro. And he looks like him. He's like 6'5", like big old black dude. And I'm like, you know the scene where he shoots the guy in the head and then puts the tip in the cup?
Mhm.
I was like, that's you right now. It's like, don't let this shit phase you. And so like he'd be in the middle of argument and I was like, next time you look at me, watch me put the tip in the cup. And so dude, he would be super like chaos and how he would look at me and I'd be like, and then it would diffuse it. He'd be like, damn, I gotta be Denzel.
Yeah, it's facts.
gotta be
Unshakable,
Denzel.
baby.
That's what I'm saying. It was like,
He was going through a lot too.
you gotta do what you're gonna say. You gotta say what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well-
So we got 50 minutes on the pod right now. I don't know how long it's been running.
50 minutes.
Yeah, I just don't know where we started. But Do you want to wrap up? Or do you want to go for a little bit longer?
Well, I have one question for you. Like, you say your style and stuff comes from your mom, but why is it important to you? Like, why is presentation, the way you come off, like, important?
Yeah. I mean, look good, feel good type of thing.
Mhm.
But also, I grew up having to wear a uniform
There we go.
from
There we go.
yeah, literally until college. So when I got to college, I actually got to like try different fits, and then going to. So I'm from South Florida, Broward County. Grew up 15 minutes from Kodak. Like I don't want to say the hood, but like in the hood type of thing. And then I went to like a private Catholic school in high school. Total 180 of like type of people I was around. Dress code was like preppy, all that stuff.
Mhm.
Then going to Princeton, where it was like, okay, I'm in college and I can dress how I want to dress, but then it's like, I don't want to stick out too much, and then still try and fit in. So like, I did find like a happy medium,
Mhm.
kind of like sophomore year going on, and then once I got out to the real world, it was like, I'm going on Pinterest, figuring out different outfits, color
Mhm.
palettes, like figuring out different websites I can get stuff from, and it's like piecing it together. It was fun. It's like because I could rock anywhere from suit, tie, streetwear, casual, kind of mesh it together.
Sounds like it's an expression. Like, you're
It's
able to
just fun.
finally express
He's
yourself.
good at it too. That's why I was
Yeah,
like,
it's
anytime I
really
buy a
good.
next outfit, I'm calling you. I'm like, go in here. What do I wear? And you're gonna just drop me a Pinterest link.
I got you. I'll send you.
But
I'll
the thing
send
is,
you
I think
fits.
I think that turns into something, bro. Like when you do things without getting paid is when I think you should really do sometimes in life. It's like that shit's the passionate stuff. It's like, bro, I totally could see you having your own studio space with just all the cool pieces of clothes you like, and you know, people coming and just buying that shit, or you styling them, or like, I just feel
Yeah.
like you are your brand, the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you carry yourself. Like, this is classy, but it's also super powerful at the same time. It's like, it's not, you know, a typical outfit where it's super flashy and bright colors and all this dramatic shit. It's like, this is, I want to connect with you. One, I don't know what you do or who you are. Probably want to do business. You take care of yourself. Like, this outfit is entrepreneurship, in my opinion, like that climbs the ladder. It's like, damn, he has his own unique style, but he also looks like he can shake hands and do business. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you see confidence, you see discipline, and then when you speak, you see good person, or you hear a good person. So it's
Yeah.
like those three things combined, I can trust you immediately, you know?
Appreciate that for sure. Because he
Yeah.
said you're the tough one.
I am the tough one, bro.
He's
But like, I will say there's few instances like where I'll meet someone the first time and be like, I like this dude. This is a guy I trust. And he'll be
Yeah.
like, are you crazy, bro? Like, you're the dude who takes years to develop this. And I'm like, I promise you, this
He's
guy's
good.
good. He's a good one.
Yeah.
He's got a
It's
100%
rare, but yeah.
accurate discernment most of the time.
Well, I don't know about 100,
I'd say
but
99.
I do my best.
Yeah.
But it's just it's a gift, bro. It really is, honestly.
I feel like I'm similar. Like I'm not super trusting.
Yeah.
Like I'll be friends with anybody, like cool with anyone. Like I could talk to a wall. But like
investment is
feel
the
like
word for you both. You both need to invest intentional time, money, effort all into the same thing, or you're not going to do it.
I think for me, it's more
Yeah.
intention.
No, I'm saying like not. I mean like invest my time. So like if you have so many people you could connect with that if you don't get that feeling, you're not going to waste your time.
oh yeah.
It's going to be super intentional.
Oh, yeah.
Is what I'm trying
Yeah.
to say. Like when I say invest, I mean investing time into this person, because you can invest time into a bunch of people, but you know the difference between I'm not going to invest a bunch of time in getting to know this person because it's not going anywhere.
Oh, yeah. You can waste my money. You can waste a lot of things. You cannot waste my time. And if you do, you're cut out so fast. It's not even
Yeah.
funny. Because we ain't getting that back.
100%. Or some bro code. You pass bro code. Hey.
Oh,
What
can't
is
be
dude.
bro
cool.
code?
Yeah, what is bro code?
This just happened. I don't know if I should air myself out, but this just
Speak vaguely.
So we signed San Diego Swim Week, and all the pilot guys, we all went out there, and we brought one of our boys with us, younger cat, and you know we're having fun. You know, I ended up hooking up with like two of the models, and this dude goes back to like a girl, like we're not like talking, but we're talking often. She likes me, I like her, but we know we're not going anywhere.
Mhm.
And he was mad about like the room situation or something. But I'm like, bro, it's your first trip. You get the small room. Like it's like that in sports. It's like that anywhere. Like, what do you mean?
JV bitch.
You just got here. It's your first
You on the B
trip.
team,
Like
homie.
you get in the small one.
Freshman.
Right. And he got mad, went back and was like, Hashim did this
To the girls?
to the girl I was talking to.
Mm.
But then also at the same time, didn't say what he was doing,
Mm-hmm.
which was way worse.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, how you gonna do that? Just so I haven't talked to him since.
And you work with the guy?
No.
Oh,
He was like a friend who's younger.
that's the thing though, bro. It's just it's automatic removal of like, this is the sign I needed to go to where I'm gonna go.
Yeah. Because I was like, I can't trust you. If you're on bro code, I feel like bro code's sacred. Girl code.
Oh, I see what
Girl-
you're saying. Like,
It's like ego too, though.
Yeah. It's like,
Yeah.
I mean, this guy.
well, it's jealousy is what it is.
Yeah,
So-
like, bro, you're how tall? You're 6'4"?
Yeah.
6'4", like 230, something like that.
240.
240, like you could have the biggest ego in the room. No one's going to combat you on that. And one thing, like, I know we just met, but I give you mad respect for is like, you don't have any sort of an ego.
Oh,
And that's hard.
0%.
You're an extremely humble person. I see that the way you carry
Treats
yourself.
everybody the
Yeah,
same.
appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, like you're talking to Christian the same way you talk to Weston, the same way you talk to me. And if there's a janitor here, you'd probably give him a hug too. You know?
100%,
Bro, that's
100%.
that's the crazy shit. It's like, you even remember Christian's name? Like, I suck at fucking names.
Yeah, I'm horrible with that.
That was a big deal to me, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
Oh, and I was like, where's Christian at?
yeah,
Yeah.
like,
Oh, yeah, I was trying to get you on the video.
Oh, for real?
I was like, where'd he go?
Oh, is
yeah,
it-
but like
Yeah.
that kind of stuff is important, bro, because it just like Christian, there's no way in hell we'd have you shooting back here. Like you're part of the family in the front and the back, bro. Like we've been on the back, we've been on the front, so it's like that's just how we do shit. You know what I mean? But I just want to connect with more people that think that way, because I'm over the fucking egotistical fame bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, like
We've been around it a lot, and it's draining.
yeah, like
Yeah,
I want to
it
be
is
on
draining.
I want to be on a yacht one day for sure, but I want to be on a yacht with our people.
Yep.
Not just because we're there filming some shit and you know.
And I want to be on our yacht, not somebody else.
I don't know if I want to
Nah,
own a yacht, bro. I'm
take
gonna rent that
facts, though.
motherfucker.
Well, like
we
our
know.
money that we rent it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I ain't trying to be a guest on somebody's yacht.
But not
Yeah,
facts.
I
for
might.
sure.
I might one day. We'll see.
I don't know.
But all right,
Let's wrap this thing up. We got
this
a
is how we do the
special-
end,
Yeah.
and it's on the spot. It's difficult. Christian knows what I'm about to say. I think we each have one question, Hashim, and we have to all answer it.
Okay.
Okay. So you have to come up with a question in your head. You're like,
I got one.
you ready?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's a two-parter.
So it's like a haircut. Got it.
Yeah. What's a compliment that you guys get the most?
Like individually.
It could be anything. What do you
From like people that know us, or like just as a whole.
what do you guys get the most of?
Personally, I get a lot
yeah.
of
Step
like,
up, Christian. Say what you chest.
yeah. Personally, I get like a lot of like I love your vibe. You're like you're so positive. You know,
Okay.
like you're good to be around.
Yeah.
That's what I get a lot.
I like that
Yeah.
for sure. Hell yeah. I'm
Yeah.
gonna come back.
I mean, for me, it's changed over time. Like I've changed my look and my appearance, so now I get a lot of like compliments on that. Like it's funny. There's a specific type of woman that will like come up to me and like aggressively tell me how like handsome or like oh my
Yeah.
effing god, like you're the most beautiful man I've ever seen type stuff. But like overall, my entire life, kind of like what Christian said, people feel safe around me. The way I speak, how calm I am. I was a yoga teacher for a small part of my life.
Yogurt teacher.
Yoga
bud.
teacher.
Yogurt.
I was a yoga teacher for like 6 or
Yogurt.
7 months,
Yogurt.
and one of the most comments I got was, you create a very calm, peaceful area for people to be around, and it's like that energy you put out is really like inviting, which is kind of funny because if you know me from my past, I was not the most inviting human. Weston can speak to that. So, but it's funny. That's what my energy I think is that I naturally give off. So
Oh yeah. That's
You
dope.
were and you
I can see
weren't.
it.
You were and you weren't.
yeah,
I'd say my compliment, unfortunately, is mostly physical. It's probably been like that probably most of my life. I mean, fat kid, sophomore year, became a very physically shaped person just because discipline, and also I saw the benefits from it. For sure, tattoos. Everybody wants to compliment a tattoo, but I think the one thing that I strive for in my life on my tombstone is that I was a good human before anything. And so I think that's probably now I've actually really think anybody that would try to refer me or connect with me or talk to me or whatever, I think that would probably be the one thing he's a good human.
Okay.
And a lot of people come back telling me that, like, hey man, I think you're a good human, like you're a good guy.
Yeah.
Now,
That's how I
and it's
just
taken
described you
years,
too.
bro. It's taken years to do that. But that's also genuinely who I want to be, and I feel like I am stepping into that position, truly.
Okay. Love all the
Wait,
answers.
what about you? You got to answer your
So-
own question.
Yeah, you got to answer your own question.
Oh, I mean, the one I get the most is just like, is usually appearance or my voice.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it
So
just be like, how
soft-spoken.
you big as hell, but I can't hear you.
Yeah, how do you talk to girls in the club, bro? You speak up at some point?
I just smile and get the number, bro, and then
We writing on,
Amen.
we writing on notes.
and then hit them up
Amen.
later. Yeah. Like bathroom? No.
True.
But I'll say
And clearly style.
yeah. So style, smile, and then my voice.
Mm.
But the second part of the question is, what do you wish? What's a compliment you wish you got more of? Like you personally, like what do you
Man,
wish you got
I
more
wish
of?
I got compliments on my hair still.
What do you mean? You got your hair back, bro.
It's
Wait,
looking
you're wearing a hat right
it's
now.
looking bird nesty right now.
If I let my hair down, you say the same
But
thing.
no, okay, so the real question.
You kind of already answered that.
Did I?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you answered it already. You said you want to be known as a good person.
Good person.
That's what you want people to see more of than anything outside of your tattoos and looks. Isn't
Yeah,
your-
but I'd also say that's the one thing that I feel like people are starting to do more of.
yeah.
So yeah, I guess y'all are right. I'll shut the fuck up.
I think for me it's kind of a new thing for me, but I've wanted to I want people to see me in like this dude, everything with love, right? It goes back to scripture. I mean, God says do everything in love. And I think that's what I want to be remembered by, because leading with love, it disarms people, it creates a safe space like we talked about.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's the bigger picture of how I think how people impact the world in a great measure is just by leading with love. Like you can't be mad at someone who's just wanting to help. And I think that's what I want to be remembered
Yeah.
for.
Good intentions.
Yeah, good
For sure.
intentions. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe that's a better word.
I think a word is just pure. Like everybody in here is pure person to me.
Pure
Yeah.
soul.
Yeah.
Pure soul.
That's been my go-to. Pure soul.
Is that your answer?
That's my answer. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Yeah,
Pure soul.
because
Yeah.
like physical things aside, like I don't really care about that. Like I'm kind of with Chris on this. You know, I definitely want to be known for moving with love, and you know what I'm saying. And that's kind of like my intention. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody should feel love. You know,
100%.
and so yeah, I definitely want to be the person that people can go to be like, okay, yeah, he's a loving person. You know, he definitely moves with like positivity and stuff like that. So
And if
I definitely do
if
agree.
you feel that way and you think that way, also understand you have to develop a stronger mindset than everyone around you, because you're going to get pushed in the furnace
Yeah.
over and over and over again to be
Mhm.
tested inside that space.
Yeah,
Yeah,
protect
I
yourself
definitely hear
too.
that.
I'm telling
Definitely
you.
hear that.
Yeah.
And in the protection, like for me, like God's my protection.
Mhm.
Like if I'm supposed to go through this, even though I lead with my heart or lead with good intentions,
Yeah.
and it burns me, I'm supposed to appreciate the burn
Mhm.
because I know what's coming out after it.
Exactly.
But you have to prepare yourself in a space of like, okay, I'm going to get tested with this if that's something that I'm putting out in the world.
Mhm.
Like that's where me and him are a lot. It's like, yo, we have a bunch of people around us that are
Yeah.
coming to us, right? And we have to carry ourselves at a specific standard.
Mhm.
And we got to be strong enough mentally to take care of ourselves,
Mhm.
take care of our closest circle, and then take care of a big circle.
Yeah.
So if you want to just know, you have to keep developing your mind to pushing boundaries of that situation.
Okay, I
If
hear
that
that.
makes sense.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, similar. Just people want to be known as like a good person, good-hearted person. I think the pure like good intentions, even if you make a mistake or like disrespect someone in a way, but it's like I didn't mean it that way.
Right.
Like I purely, genuinely just wanted to like help or do something positive. I think that's a big thing that like would want people to see. Because I think people kind of see the bad in people first. So it's like, even if you did do something nice and you kind of fucked it up in a way, most people would be like, oh, you just don't care, you're selfish, you're disrespectful. I was like, no, like I genuinely was just trying to help.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's probably what
And
I
those
would want.
the people that don't want to see it are just not for you.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
like we use a quote, Chris, you want to rip it?
If your circle doesn't inspire you, it's not a circle, it's
That
a
one,
cage.
that one too. But there's another
Don't
one.
take advice from someone you wouldn't trade places
That one,
with.
keep going, go down the list.
My gosh, brother. We got a long list of quotes.
No,
to go
you're gonna be
through.
like, oh, we do this every podcast. Do you love everyone?
Oh, yeah.
Love, no, I would say I have love for people.
Okay.
Mhm.
So why do we expect everyone to love us?
Yeah, no.
Right. The
Valid.
day that clicked for me was like,
Yeah,
that was the
like
freshest air
wait.
I've ever had in my life, because I'm like, damn, I wanted everybody to love me, and if I don't do that, then I can't expect everybody to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Who's up?
I think I'm up. We have a distraction over there. Everybody looked. Okay. What is the definition of success to you? What does that mean when you get to there?
Yeah. Definition of success for me would be being able to do whatever I want to do when I want to do it, whether that's
Freedom?
yeah, just freedom. And then freedom for I want to retire my parents.
Mm.
So those two things. But also it's not just freedom selfishly. It's like, well, I have the freedom to help do like this charity or build this facility where people can get their GED and get introduced to just different opportunities. Like growing up,
Yeah.
I didn't know what the fuck a corporate job was. You're driving around the city, you're like, what are these empty buildings I never see anyone go in and out of?
It's a crazy perspective.
Yeah.
So like I didn't know what a corporate job was. I didn't know, all I knew was like basketball, school, and then that was really it.
That's wild.
Figure it out later. Like I didn't know about stocks. I didn't know about engineering. I didn't know about the tech world really at all. I mean, like my mom is a secretary at a church, been there since I was 3.
Mm.
And my dad is a manager at a homeless shelter, and he works night shift for the last, I'm 31, so the last 28 years.
Wow.
And it's like really like great, respectful people. The money's not there, but like they were just worried about me going to school.
Right.
It wasn't necessarily like go to school so you can do X, Y, Z. It was just like go to school and then, because they didn't go to college. So it was like from there, it was like they didn't necessarily know where to point me to.
Right.
And I wasn't introduced to a lot of opportunities outside of like sports necessarily. So just like introducing things to people at a younger age in certain neighborhoods is like something that I would see as success.
Right. Creating opportunity in
just creating
areas where there's
opportunity.
not much.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
I love that, bro.
I love that.
So
What are you making fun of?
No, we said it at the same time.
Oh, we did. Okay. I was like,
I
what?
had to have the last one.
Uh,
CP.
Personally, my definition of success, I'm gonna have to quote the mission statement y'all have: doing what I love with the people I love.
Yeah.
Definitely, like when I heard that, like I'm like that's what I want, you know. And I didn't really realize it at first, because at first, you know, I always thought my definition of success was, you know, just happiness, you know, being happy. But now that, you know, I kind of have that perspective now, you know, what y'all are trying to, you know, work for, or like the mission that y'all have, it's very inspirational to me. And I definitely, you know, agree with, you know, the goal that y'all have, because that's definitely very important to me.
It's our goal, big
Yeah,
dog.
family and friends, you know, that's very important to me. And being able to do what I love with the people I love, that's
everything.
definitely a dream come true, you know.
You know us, man. We've like really broke down what happiness actually is.
Mhm.
You know, nobody really reverse engineers it. Like we have these conversations daily with people that don't know what happiness is. They have no fucking clue.
Mhm.
So when you really think about things that make you happy and you reverse engineer it, that's what we came out of.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, I could sit here and do this all day because I enjoy what I'm doing with the people I'm doing it. Whether we're sitting on a patio smoking a cigar or on a yacht with a cigar, it doesn't matter to us.
Yeah.
Right? It matters the conversation. It matters the purity. It matters, you know, I want to see them execute their dream. Like that's the thing, you know what I mean? So that's where that really came from, actually.
That's what's up.
Chris?
Success to me, you know, it's freedom to do what we love with the people we love, right?
yeah.
It's peace, living in the moment and not focusing on the future too much, and not, you know, harping on the past too much, but being very present,
Okay.
which is something I struggle with. And then it's just providing for my family in any capacity that they need me, whether that's time with them, financials, help, you name it. Like I just want to be the Superman for my family, and I want them
Yeah,
to see me that
that's
way and be inspired to follow their dreams. You know, not me mold them into who I want them to be or who I envision myself to be at a younger age. You know, because to me that's success. I'm building a generation of people that are hopefully going to do bigger and better things than me, and that's not necessarily in terms of financials. That's in terms of like impact. That's where our focus is these days. Obviously, it takes money to do that. But I think if that's like our core mission is like high impact, then, you know, financials and everything along the way will fall in line. So in a certain way, you know, from a different perspective, I think I've already achieved that success. I think it can constantly be improved, and that's why like it's a limitless goal
Yeah.
because, right, yeah, like we're never 100% at peace. But that's something I'm going for because I know that's when I'm my best self, and that's what God calls us to be, is to be at peace,
Yeah.
be present, and trust Him. So that's success to me, man.
That's all you can do.
What about you?
I've been trying to think of how to word this, but you know me, I look at life and life or death. It's very extreme, and you know I'm a very extreme person. I think once I die and I talk to God, and God's like, "You did as I wanted you to do."
Mm.
To me, I'll know I did it because I went in a direction to help people. Whatever that decision is of what God wanted me to do, I'm going to lean into that even more as I get older, and figure out what that really is, because I don't think we really know what success is until we get to the point of death. And really the thing that we appreciated the most. I think it's good to get clarity on it, but I do think my version of success is hopefully identifying my dream to help other people identify theirs and actually live a happy life. If I could break it down as the most condensed version is, I know God's willing to throw me down in these situations in order to love on people. And I think that goes back to the whole entire quote, do what you love with the people you love. And I think that will grow so big and become limitless because the world needs people to check in on them. And so, yeah, I think once I get to heaven and God's like, you did as, you know, you did the things I wanted you to do, then I think that I'll understand it.
I love that.
I don't know, kind of weird thought
Yeah,
process.
that's limitless, right? Because
Yeah, I don't know where I'm gonna go, but I know that if I lean into that and I trust it, then I will be limitless.
100%.
So yeah, is that your
That was my question. Yeah.
Great movie, by the way.
Huh?
Limitless. I think it's Limitless.
Oh yeah, that's what I feel like.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like when I'm having ideas.
It's like,
Yeah.
CP, you did your question?
Yeah. So if you could go back and have a conversation with your 24-year-old self, what would you tell him?
Quit farting on set,
Dude,
Jeez, son.
these chairs are hard, bro. There's no
You couldn't
cushion.
hold it in. I'm right
Shit
here. I'm
vibrated
scared.
up.
I'm scared of that
This chair
part.
cracks, bro. I'm telling
I
you.
don't know what's about to creep over this way, but
Oh
let's
man,
wrap
that chair's
this thing up.
cracking,
What's
crack-a-lacking.
Weston needs to take a
Ask
shit.
the question
Yeah.
again. Ask the
I
question.
do,
again.
facts.
If you could have a conversation with your 24-year-old self, what would you tell him?
Speak up, 24-year-old. Go ahead. And talking to that mic, don't. If you do, just go like this.
Let's see.
I ain't with it, wrong with it.
I would still say take the risk, but do more research and be more calculated in the risk. Other than that, bro, have fun. Like, life's too short to be too serious. Have fun, find your people. If you guys can figure out how to figure out a passion that you both love and make it a business. Like, I love what you guys are doing, having fun, traveling the world, doing what you guys love to do. Obviously, you're gonna have hard times, but
What about you?
well, I'm saying this is also what I did with my guys. So it's just like, find people you like, find something that you're passionate about, and it won't feel like you're working. But honestly, just take the risk.
Yeah.
Like,
Take
you
the
can always
risk.
get some type of job if you need money to get through life, but I'd rather take that risk and get 100x versus not taking the risk and
Regret.
That's
regret
facts.
it and just like, so
Yeah, I
100%.
definitely see that.
I'd rather go through the struggle than yeah, I'd rather go through the struggle with a better outcome.
Yeah, I hear that.
Nice. Where'd that come from? When you started doing that today? This show.
This show.
Oh, okay.
Started it.
Okay, gotcha.
It was funny because then we all started doing it, and then Nicholas. I can't say that word.
That's right. Yeah, you can't. You shut up. Cut the mic.
Fuck.
Fucking up his own show.
I know,
All right.
you gotta get sued.
So, I think you probably heard this answer before, but it's something that he always tells me, and it's something I did not think of when I was at 24, bro. It's like, think bigger. Like, outside of editing, outside of production, what is the big dream? Because that's such a short-lived thing. Like we've already
Yeah.
achieved all of my dreams that I had when I was 24 right now.
Mhm.
This is 5 years later.
Mhm.
So I've got a lot of life left to live. What does that look like?
Mhm.
Because, you know, there were times where I was like, what are we doing? Like, because that was because I had already achieved my dream. I didn't know
Yep.
what I was running towards anymore. I was going in circles almost. And so for you, like you kind of have that a little bit more outlined. Like Weston said, you're way ahead of us in terms of your mindset. You know some bigger dreams, but at the same time, I think they're limiting, bro, because you could get the right connection and be at EDC next year being a DJ. Like
Yeah.
that's a possibility. So
Yeah.
what is the bigger dream behind that? What is that limitless dream? That's what I would say to myself, because I know I wasn't thinking past like the next year.
Yeah.
And a lot of that stems from I was just so focused on the past and like my depression that I dealt with that I wasn't letting myself dream almost.
Okay.
So that's what I would say.
Okay.
Yeah, there's two specific moments in my life that were massive chapters, and it was pulling Chris on top of an apartment complex and pulling Chris on the concrete. And I said, look,
At the studio.
yeah, we were sitting on top of an apartment complex one time, and I was like, what's the dream?
Mm-hmm.
And then the other time was at the concrete, looking at the field before the studio's there. What is this? It's a field. No, it's not a fucking field. It's a fucking studio. Right? You have to be psycho. You have to be crazy.
Mhm.
I will tell you the truth.
Mhm.
People that are crazy, it makes you happen. I hate to be honest.
No.
It's like, that's the truth. People that are hesitant, yes, they will get there sometimes. And yes, they're calculated. And I think, back to your point, I wish I was a little bit more calculated, right? I wasn't. I was the fucking guy that jumped in the plane with no gas in it.
Yeah.
Like, to be honest, Chris knows. I, at 24 years old, just picked up a camera. Now, that's a crazy thought process to think about,
Mhm.
right? In that time period, I was very lost. I did a bunch of yeses. I was a people pleaser. I wanted to make everybody happy. I wanted to make everybody love me. But did I love myself? No. Right? I was this image that everybody wanted me to be. I was super fit. I was the life of the party. I was all these different things. So for me, I think 24-year-old self was really get clarity of what you want to do with your life, and reverse engineer it, kind of like what Chris is saying. And then also, I guess the word is don't hesitate. Like, there's times in my life where Chris knows that I worked way too fucking hard, way too intense. I was killing myself. He's done it as well, right? But I think the one thing I would condense down here is don't chase what you already have or things you already want. Okay? Because you're going to sacrifice a lot of things. As I look at Chris, this is where my mind went. I look at Michael Jordan, right? He's up in the air, he's floating, he's dunking, but you have to think about this in spaces as we all look up to this character, this superhero, but we don't ask the question. We don't know Michael Jordan if he's happy. We don't know his family situation. We don't know what he went through. All we know is he's a superhero. He's a god in the basketball world, sports world. But was he happy? And is he happy now?
No.
Is his family actually happy with him?
No.
Right? Is he in this big home, is he in this big house, not a home? These are things that we started asking as we got older, where you really need to take advice from people that actually are living a life you want to live versus this idolizing someone or idolizing something the way society sees it.
Okay, I see that.
Like, don't put yourself in the position of this is better, because we've found out by the people we've connected with in film that, you know what, it's not much better, right? Like, you actually look at Michael Jordan's son, I'm pretty sure he's in a bunch of shit, is he not?
Yeah, I
And
read about
DWIs and different things, right? We don't know the family situation.
No.
So he might not even see his fucking kids. Like, you listen to Winning by Tim Grover. Kobe didn't hang out with nobody, bro. He didn't go to weddings. He didn't hang out with his friends. He didn't do a damn thing but play basketball. And then he died.
Yeah.
You don't think his future self's looking over if he did his life again going, hey, bro, fucking put the ball down and live a little bit.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I was so focused on becoming that I lost who I was. So that would be my advice.
I think at the same time, I'll counter that, because when you look at the impact that Kobe had on the world and how many kids that he inspired, like, that's how God was using him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, in a way.
And he's going into that next chapter in his life where it's like family man, writing books, like all the girl dad.
Right. Like, that's.
So think about it. There's both sides of that, right?
Yeah.
Would you rather impact the world or know that your daughters are living a life now without a dad?
So me personally, I would take the latter of that. But, people are different and willing to make different sacrifices
would you
for
pick?
things. I would, choose time with my family over
That's what I'm saying.
impacting the
So
world.
like, we don't know that answer.
But in the same way, that's selfish, and God calls us to do big things.
No, I agree. And those girls are going to do big things. I'm just,
Yeah.
you know how my mind works with, I want to impact people, I do. But I think if I had to sacrifice my whole life and then something happened, I would be livid. Even though he chased the things he was passionate about and he loved doing, I fully agree with it. I think it's more so just, I guess my big thing out of that is slow down, but speed up. I don't know how to word it. I don't know how to explain it. I just sped up and I missed all that shit. I didn't even realize what I was doing in my life. I hurt people. I used people. I didn't understand what I was doing because I was so focused on becoming the Michael Jordan of video production that I missed this whole chapter of going, wait a minute. I haven't hung out with my family in a while. I haven't taken care of my mental health at all. At all. Physical health, yes and no. You know what I mean? Like, I was draining myself to the point where I was deteriorating. Like, if I would have kept going with that path, I would have hated what I'm doing. We would have gotten in an argument. Probably wouldn't have kept doing what we're doing because of me. And yeah, I needed that reset. And the reset ends up coming with something extreme.
I love it. See?
No.
Just conversation.
Yeah. Intensity. My question for you guys.
What we got?
Oh.
He's
I'm
like,
thinking.
can you
I had a
smell
great question earlier and I can't remember it. What's the one thing, I don't know how to word this correctly. What's the one thing you feel like everybody knew you for that you hated?
Didn't he kind of ask that question?
Like,
Huh?
like a stereotype that wasn't actually you, but you played the part.
So a false identity?
Yeah,
that
like
people
what was-
placed on you?
Yeah.
You got one?
Or is that a hard question to ask? I feel
So I think you're asking like what is something that
Oh,
people put on you?
I'll reword it.
Okay.
What's the day you figured out, and you might not have this answer, or we might not. What's the one day and the one moment where you finally clicked for you that you're who you are?
I have something. So I got it the first time you said something, or your first time you said your question. But I would say for me, obviously just being 6'4", athletic, tall black guy, it's like, okay, basketball, like it's like a movie character, like the basketball and then girls, like that was like, just people assumed that's all it was, right? Sophomore year of college, I actually quit the ball. I was trying to do basketball and football. The coach was like, no, you got to pick one. So I told a grown man, hey, I'm going to go to the football team. I'm giving up basketball, which is my first love. So quickly got rid of like, I had to figure out who I was outside of basketball. And like, it was scary. Like I felt like I let my coaches, parents down, mainly like my dad and my brother. But because of that, I got to actually focus on myself and like going to style. And I started going to watch dance shows, plays, Broadway stuff, and just trying different things. Like I want to learn how to DJ. And I got out of
somebody.
the like, huh?
I know someone.
Yeah. I know, right? And I got out of that like not knowing myself. I feel like a lot of athletes, when they reach the end of their career, it's like, oh, just because you didn't go pro or you got injured. And that's way after your college years, way after, you're probably like 24 to 27 when you kind of realize that. And you're in life now. You have to work a job. You have to figure out who the heck you are. I got over that early. So I think that, honestly, I think that was lucky. Like I got to try different hobbies and get to know different groups of people. Like athletes are pretty cliquey. You stick with your team. That wasn't me. I was talking to everybody. So now I have way more friends because of it, and just way more like stronger connections, and just like knowing who I am.
And what age was that?
This was probably 20.
Oh shit, that's young.
Because I did it at my sophomore year of college. Most athletes do it at their senior year, or if they're trying to go pro and then they get hurt or
That's why
don't
this
get to the
tattoo.
league.
You gotta find something that's limitless, bro.
Yeah.
Because it's the
So-
result of pro athletes go through a massive depression when they accomplish their goals
Huge, because they don't know anything else.
because their mission statement isn't actually a statement; it's a result.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, getting over that, just being like, okay, I'm not just a basketball player. I'm not.
You're Hashim,
Yeah,
soft-spoken Denzel Washington.
Yeah.
CP, what about you?
I really don't know yet, to be honest. I don't think I had that moment yet where it's like everything like clicked. You know, I mean, I do have a couple days that stand out. One of them was being what is it? This one promotion company that throws like raves in Dallas. They host like this open deck sort of thing, so anybody, you know, is able to come up and, you know, just kind of play for like, you know, the crowd and stuff like that. And the second time that I did that for this company, and at the time, like I used to always go to like their shows, like like that was like my second home pretty much. So being able to play like, you know, in that venue, like where I, you know, used to go to, you know, every other weekend,
That's cool.
you know, it was a really cool feeling. And, you know, the first time I did it, I kind of screwed up, you know, and I wasn't really satisfied with it. I was like about to give up like the DJing because I was like, nah, like this shit was embarrassing, you know. No, for real, yeah.
I've been there.
Yeah,
Was
and
one of those things where only you noticed and
Many
other
times.
people didn't notice?
Bring up that
or just
story.
I feel like that's the
Which
case
one?
because like, you know, they probably didn't notice. I know that they didn't notice because like everybody I asked, like they're like,
Oldie.
nah, I didn't even notice. Bro.
Oldie.
But like to me, I was like, I know I could have done better. You know, I know I
Mhm.
could have done, you know, X, Y, and Z different. And what is it? That second time that I was able to go up there and do it, like I did everything that, you know,
Yeah.
I know that I did my best.
Gotcha.
And
That's
everybody
cool.
else, like it was packed out, like because
Good
there's
job.
2 stages going. Everybody from the other stage just went over to
Came
mine,
over?
and it was just
That's
such like
sick.
a completing feeling for me where I was like, dude, like this is awesome. This is like basically like what I wanted to, you know.
Yeah, that's cool.
And then
For
yeah, I
sure.
just kept on like, you know, going like this, you know, ever since then. And like, yeah, I'm just super blessed to be able to like get the experiences that I've, you know, been able to, you know, do. And it's just the start, you know. So I'm very excited to see where, you know, everything
Yeah, bro.
goes.
I got to pull
So-
up to a set.
No, yeah, most definitely, dude. Most definitely. Yeah,
Now
I
we're
would
gonna
love to
throw
have
an
you.
event, and he's gonna be the DJ.
Huh?
Facts.
Yeah.
We're gonna throw our own event.
Yeah,
the
we're
big
gonna
Exactly,
DJ.
exactly, dude.
I
And I'll
love
teach
it.
you how to DJ, bro. It's so fun. It's so
Yeah,
fun.
teach
I
me,
love
bro.
it.
I'll
I love
fucking
it.
get up
I
there and
love it.
bang.
I love it.
Yeah, I told you one time, like I'm dead serious. We got to sit down and start building some tracks out one time.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
I'll
Yeah, most
freestyle
definitely.
over it. We
Dude,
got.
please,
telling
dude,
you.
please.
I gotta
'Cause
rap.
I used to be a hip hop like was it producer for like, you know, just beats and
I
stuff
can
like that. So
freestyle like a motherfucker. I gotta
I
get on
got you.
track.
Dude. I got you.
I want to do the like EDC route.
Yeah, EDC.
the-
That's
The
yeah.
house, bro. The house music with
love
the
house music.
the rap with the lyrics and shit over it.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Hard,
We need
bro.
to collab then.
Mal P.
Mhm.
I saw Mal P at Coachella.
Mouth P goes hard.
Bro,
Mouth P goes
crazy.
hard. I saw him
was like,
at LBW over
insane.
here. Crazy.
We
sick,
went
crazy
to
sick.
EDC this year in Vegas, and I'll never forget. Me and Weston were like on the side stage, sky deck, and looking at these guys. They were on a scissor lift, and they raised their stage up in the middle of the crowd on this DJ deck. And there are these 2 guys, with short little like Asian dudes, and I was like, that's gonna be us one day. I don't
Mhm.
know why, but like I have a feeling we're gonna do this, and it's just gonna be for fun. And there's
Yeah.
gonna be this many people here for no apparent reason. We're gonna have like a TED talk, and then we're gonna DJ, and like Christian's gonna be up there, like you'll be up there, and just like have different sets pop up in the middle of the crowd.
That's
like,
awesome, dude.
That's
God-
just battles, you
God did not give me vocals for a reason.
know? Vocals?
Yeah, dude. Because if I could sing, bro, you know what I would, if I had a concert,
Trouble.
do you know what
It's
I
gotta
would
be humble.
design in a concert?
Facts.
Like, I would make Chris Brown shit not look Chris Brown. Like, the shit I would come up with would be absolutely off the
I'm gonna
chart.
challenge you. Need to start dancing more again. I'm not gonna lie, you like it. You like it. Like you don't have to do it in public, but
Nah,
you
I
got
ain't doing
talent,
that.
my
I be
friend.
hitting that shit in public.
Well, okay,
we-
we got to wrap this thing up. My answer to your question, because I know you want to answer last, right?
I don't remember where we're at, so go ahead.
Well, you talked about like what's one thing that people recognize you for that you don't necessarily want them to recognize you for. Is that right?
That was the first actual question, but the aha moment or the day or time that you finally feel like your life clicked of what you're supposed to be doing, your real identity.
I was sitting in a cubicle, man. So you don't know my past. I still am. I'm a mechanical engineer by trade. I was a structural design engineer for a defense contractor. Our main client was the Air Force, and they're like, global company, massive headquarters in New York and all over the U.S. And overseas too. So at our site, it's just a bunch of government buildings, metal buildings, no windows, no nothing, very basic. We had aircraft hangars, manufacturing, design, and implementation all in one area. So like a lot of hands-on engineering, not what most people get into these days. So it was a cool job, like on paper,
Yeah.
sick. But most of my days were in a cubicle, 6x6, 3 screens. And when COVID hit, you know, just everything was locked down. So it was mask at the desk. You couldn't talk to people. Guys with 20 years of experience in their career at the company were getting fired for having their mask down below their nose. Like crazy stuff was, you know, it was the Wild West when COVID first came out.
Yeah.
Pulpits.
You know, I was already unhappy with where I was at in life, but all this stuff just kind of realized how I was not in control of the majority of my life. I had to be here 5 days a week for at least 8 hours, which ended up being more like 10. I had to drive an hour to and from every day to work. And when COVID hit, I didn't have any freedom outside of my job either. So it was like I was locked down there, no cell service at my desk. And then when I got home, I couldn't go do anything because everything was shut down. And then I realized like, I don't have enough control of my life. And this is not what I'm meant to do. And at that same time, I had started to pick up a camera. And when I first got into that job after college, I actually bought one of his old camera setups. It was a Canon 70D. I'll never forget. It was like some kit lenses and stuff like that. And so I pattered around with that for a year and ended up doing some of my friends' engagement photos. And that's when it clicked. It was like, I love this. And nothing in my life, sports, nothing, because I was Chris the football player, nothing that I just loved that much. And it didn't go away. And I was doing it for free and spending a ton of time doing it. I mean, I'd work all day and then I'd come home and spend like 4 or 5 hours till 2
Can I
a.m.
butt in?
on YouTube. What?
There's the funniest moment in my life because we lived together and I was doing this stuff before, and he'd walk by me and not say a thing about it, like nothing. And then one day I walk home and he's on the computer or whatever, and he's like, "Hey, how do I get rid of this pimple?" I'll never forget. And then he's like, "Hey,"
How do I whiten the teeth?
that's what I was about to go. I was like, "Hey, man, I don't know how to say this without it being really mean, but like, this guy's teeth are really brown, yellow.
Yeah, they were cheese
How do I
balls.
whiten these things?" And so,
Jeez.
yeah, fuckers look like planks of wood, bro.
That
I'm
wasn't
like,
good.
That's funny. as
look like
shit.
George Washington teeth.
Yeah. But I mean, so yeah, I had no interest. Like me and Weston had a long-term friendship behind that. Saw what he did. He'd hand me a camera. I said, fuck no. Like didn't want to mess with it at all. So it's funny how it ended up, you know, evolving into this. But
What's 4 years for you?
I was probably 24 at this moment. And I'm sitting in my cubicle. I'm looking at the calendar and it has everything for our work days, days off, all that stuff. So I calculate it and I'm like, I'm at my job like 60 to 70% of the year. And I'm pretty much unhappy every time I think about work or I come into work. So for over, you know, from now till my retirement age, that's over half my life that I'm unhappy. And then I calculated how much money I would get. And it was like, okay, if I get 3% raise every year from where I'm at to when I retire, you know, with interest, inflation, all that stuff, collectively, it's like $4 million minus my like retirement fund. So in reality, I'm trading half my life's happiness for $4 million. And to me, you can't put a price on my happiness.
Yeah.
And so that was my aha moment, not necessarily of clarity that this is what I want to do, but clarity that this is not what I'm meant to do. And I'm meant for so much more. And I will walk away from this and never look back because that's the risk I have to take to figure it out. And that's exactly what happened. And I never thought twice about that decision, even today. I'll look back and be like, man, I'm a little scared for myself in that moment when I didn't even think about it, but I never regret it. Yeah. And it's funny, I ran into a guy at the gym the other day, and he's a defense contractor, and he's flying out to Africa for 6 months. You know, he's prepping for this bodybuilding show. He's 4 weeks out. He's shredded to bits. He's been eating like a bird, and he got a call. He's got to go to Africa for 6 months because he's a defense contractor. It's what they do. So he's pissed, right? You know, there's 6 months of prep, years of prep behind that, and he has no control of his life. And what's funny is he found out I used to work for L3, which is a big defense contractor. And he was like, yo, you can get a job there. He's like, they pay you big money. And I was like, not interested, bro. You can't pay me enough money to give up that freedom again in my life. And he's like, whoa. Like he was impacted from that moment. Anyways, I'm going on ranting right now. But that was my moment at 24 where I was like, maybe I don't know this is what I want to do, but I know this is not it. And I will try anything and everything to get out of this.
Yeah.
Big facts.
I had that at 27. Same thing.
27?
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty recent, huh?
Yeah. Well, I'm 31 now, so 4 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Where I was like, yeah, I'm quitting my job.
Same. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm quitting my job. Like, this is not it.
I actually had that moment this year. What is it? Whenever I like, kind of transitioned over to working full time with y'all.
Oh yeah.
Cause like, dude, I hated like the serving, just like the serving shit, dude. Like, it was so draining. And then like, I would like go to work, and I would just tell myself like, I really don't like this. Like, I actually like, I really don't like this.
Yeah.
And then whenever you gave me the opportunity, whenever y'all gave me the opportunity to come work with y'all, like, it was a blessing. It's like I've been praying for like, a way out of like this crappy job into something that I love. And that's why I kind of just hopped with y'all like just like instantly. Like it was like no
Family,
like no
brother.
second thought.
And
And like I was ready to take the risk. Like something that like from a serving job to this. It's like there's no comparison. Like I'd rather do this. Every
100%.
single time.
And just so you know, Hashim, like how we met Christian, we worked with a client and they had an internship program, but they were broadcasting and we're creative media. So they wanted to pull us in for their internship program if there are any kids involved in what we do, because it's very different from what they do, but it's similar. So Christian came on inside of that program. I don't even think we actually met, did we? Yeah,
No.
we never met. We just got his resume and hopped on a call, and then we started this like kind of a joke of an internship program because we didn't know what we were doing. So I was just hopping on these calls and like, what can I teach you guys today? And just do that every week. In some sort of way, we built some trust with him. He's obviously an incredible human. And like you said, after college, we gave him the opportunity to come on full time, and he did. And we didn't have much to promise other than like, this is what we're building, and do you want to be a part of it? And he jumped right in, and he's been consistent ever since.
Yeah, it's a great mesh.
No, I definitely believe in
dope,
the mission
for
that y'all
sure.
have, and like I definitely feel like that aligns with, my morals and my, mentality as well. So, I definitely feel like,
Yeah,
y'all welcome me into y'all, XV family,
Oh,
and
you
I'm
welcome
very
us
grateful for
into
that.
your life, bro. That's the thing. Is like, I remember what it was like being that young and looking up to somebody, and I'm like, I don't know anybody that I really fucking fuck with besides you, and like all the people I was around was nightlife.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine like, I consider us good humans, but I can't imagine getting on a call and be like, damn, these guys are different. Like,
No.
I would hopefully that's
Yeah.
what I would think, like, I don't know what it is about this, but this is not normal. And we don't want it to be normal because that's not who we are. But
So
No, yeah, I be bragging about y'all all the time. It's like,
We've
dude,
been
like,
bragging
like,
about
I'm
you,
bragging
bro.
about you, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
it's like these
Yeah.
guys are the most awesome people I know. So,
Thank you, brother.
same.
Well, we could keep stroking each other all day long, but I need you to answer your
I don't
question
know what
so
my
we can get
question
out of
was.
here. You don't know your own
I don't
question?
know my own question.
Well, you asked two. So,
My aha
what
moment.
age?
Oh,
Yeah,
this is what
what
I want to talk
age?
about. Comes more for you, bro. My aha moment was different than what I see it now. Okay. The way that I'm explaining this is my aha moment was, 26, had a lot to do with Chris, right? It also had another client that opened my entire eyes to what money was. I didn't know what money was. I was making like $6,000 to $8,000, and I thought that was, I was like, damn, I'm really doing what I need to do. All the different things. And then my friend took me to a client that's worth 300 million. And I came back from that huge risk. I went out there, did some stuff and came back, and we did an $11,000 monthly retainer. And I had no clue. And then months later, I lose it all, stolen. And then I had to figure out how to keep this retainer going without no camera. So it was like the craziest moment of my life. Now, even though at the time I didn't see it as my aha moment, I would say the hardest times now looking back were my aha moment, and you have to see them now. You got to see those painful moments as chapters that's really going to be your aha moment in the future.
Yeah.
So I'd say my aha moment, positivity wise, was 26 when Chris came to his first job in Miami, and he was fat toast and he was sweating to death at a $15 million home. And he looks at me, he's like, I don't think I can do this.
I was tired. I was holding the gimbal for like 2 hours, and my shoulder was just about to fall off. And I was like, bro, I don't think I'm meant for this. I ain't gonna lie.
I
Like,
laughed, and it was like just having to deal and engage with people. And I was like, I laugh. I'm like, bro, you got this. That was one of the clearest moments of my life of going, hey, this is funny. We're gonna grow together. And now it's crazy where we sit. So,
exactly.
yeah, I would say mine was around that time. So, anyway, anybody else got anything to say?
No, thank you guys for having me.
Thanks for coming on, bro.
Fun.
All
Nice
I got,
to meet you too.
all I gotta say about that.
I've been hearing about you for
2
I'm
weeks.
gonna say a couple months now.
2
Yeah,
weeks.
a couple months is fine. We can be vague.
Couple months now.
Well, guys, this is XD Pod. We appreciate listeners, viewers. We have amazing people. Hashim, Christian. Go follow them. Instagram, YouTube channels. Maybe you see him in Forbes, maybe you see him at EDC, you see Chris in the next Thor movie. But for me, I'm going to stay right here and continue to do podcast episodes. But our big asks, check in on one person every single day, and then tell that person to check on someone. Our goal is to impact through our voice and through our pain to create purpose. And we'll see you guys in the next one. If you have any questions, concerns, or topic you guys would like to, have us talk about, drop it below, and we'll see y'all later.